Hey everybody, what's going on? This is NGS and welcome back to another vlog. So let's just jump straight into today's topics. First and foremost, for all of you Sword Art Online fans, because let's be honest, there are a lot of you guys. Sword Art's a pretty popular anime to say the least. But a word of caution, if you ever say you enjoy Sword Art Online in any way, shape, or form, then be prepared to be called the scum of the earth, and you are a plague on this here interwebs. Shit taste confirmed. Shit taste confirmed. Yeah, I'm not really gonna get into this whole just because something is popular and mainstream that automatically makes it shit argument, but for all the people out there who are saying series like Sword Art Online and now Attack on Titan are the worst anime they've ever seen, come on guys, broaden your horizons if you think that those are the worst anime that you've ever seen. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But anyway, moving right along, last year Bandai Namco Games brought out Sword Art Online Hollow Fragment exclusively on the PlayStation Vita. And one of the cool things about it, well, two things in particular. Number one, it's an anime game, and number two, it's an anime game that actually got localized outside Japan. Yeah, all you anime fans know the struggles. When it comes to getting games on our favorite series, number one, they're so few and far between, and number two, the games that we do get made, they don't end up coming outside Japan. So when I heard that they were bringing over that, I thought it was cool for Sword Art fans. I personally haven't gotten a chance to play Hollow Fragment, but it did seem to be popular enough to warrant a sequel. This fall, Lost Song is coming out on the PlayStation Vita in addition to the PS3, but you guys already knew all that stuff. What's the big news for Sword Art Online? Well, if you haven't gotten a chance to play Hollow Fragment like myself, Hollow Fragment is getting an HD remaster this fall for the PlayStation 4. In addition, Lost Song, the upcoming game for Vita and PS3, is also coming to the PlayStation 4. So that's pretty awesome news for Sword Art fans, but it doesn't stop there. Wait, there's more! There's more! What more? It's also confirmed for a Western localization. So I gotta say, props to Bandai Namco Games. Apparently Sword Art was popular enough to warrant the localization, so fans, give yourselves a pat on the back because you supported what you like. And that's how it is nowadays. You have to support the things you like. I know a lot of people are under the assumption that Bandai Namco Games is this giant corporation, this giant company that has, you know, just money rolling out the bank. Most of the games that we like, Naruto, Dragon Ball Z, Tales, Sword Art Online, we have to support them if we want to see more of them. They're not something that's going to continue being self-sustaining. It's not a big budget AAA franchise. So I'm glad to see that, you know, fans are supporting the things that they want to see more of. Whether you like it or not, you gotta admit that the fans are dedicated in supporting the things that they like. And Sword Art isn't a horrible series. I've heard the games are pretty decent to say the least. I haven't gotten a chance to play them mainly because I had a feeling they would do an HD remaster in some way, shape, or form. So that's awesome. However, I have read some things about Hollow Fragment. I have read that the localization was pretty shabby to say the least. And I just heard overall it's just a decent game. It's nothing too crazy to write home about. So if anything, like me being the optimist I am, I hope that when they bring it over to PS4 they actually rectify some of the mistakes that they made with the localization and just make sure it's not just a simple port. I mean, because we've been seeing a lot of games that are just simply ported and slapped on an HD logo and hey, it's awesome like that. Could have had something great, man. Well, hey, at least we got a demo for Final Fantasy 15. So moving away from Sword Art Online, but keeping in the realm of anime-related news, Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F. Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F opened in Japanese theaters a couple of weeks back, and while we knew that Funimation and Toei were bringing the film to the United States this summer, we didn't know much more than that up until now. So you in the back with the Kinkai Gion, mark your calendars for August 4th through the 12th, 2015, because that's when you're going to be able to catch Resurrection F in North American theaters. So this is insanely cool, and looking at it with hindsight, this was around the time they released Battle of Gods last year. I remember they had a limited theatrical run of, what is it, 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 days, something like that. But I think Funimation, Toei, 20th Century Fox, they realized that, hey, this is Dragon Ball. It's going to be popular. But I don't think they anticipated how many people would actually want to go and see that. And it ended up being a lot since they had to do a lot of encore showings. So this is pretty cool that we're getting a week-long run. And hopefully a lot of you guys get the chance to check out the movie. Just looking at it from last year, you had the major success that was Battle of Gods. And this year, you have a week-long theatrical run. Like, I just feel like we're getting to that point where anime is slowly starting to become popular again in the mainstream over here in the States. When you have like a week-long theatrical run of something and you don't have to go to the, you know, a rundown underground theater out in the blue that's like 50 miles from your house just to go check out the film. I just think that's really awesome, and hopefully this thing is successful enough so that when we do get like the next movie or something, it's more than just a week-long event. A man can dream, but hey, you never know what'll happen. Like I said, we have the power to change things. We vote for a while. This is a very niche community, so support the things you want to see. While it's well and good that we know when the film is coming out over here in the States, we don't know the theater listings for it. So definitely check back to Funimation's website, and I'm going to be updating you guys when they announce the theater, because as you know, I'm going to be hosting a meetup event in New York City. Hopefully we can all get together, have fun, and go check out the movie. I plan to make this a big event, so if you want to hear updates about when that's going to be going on, follow me on Facebook and Twitter, facebook.com/NeoGameSpark, twitter.com/NeoGameSpark for all the details on the event. And who knows, if some of you guys can't make it out to one of the screenings, I might go to the other one. Hey man, I don't know. I'm down to see the movie twice if it means meeting up with y'all. And moving on to the final story of the week, we're going to kind of end it off on a somber note. Let's talk about Persona 5. It's been a while since I've talked about P5 on this channel, and while I'm really looking forward to the game, me as a fan of it, I've kind of, I guess, fell out of it because in typical Atlus, not even just Atlus, in typical Japanese RPG fashion, the developers will announce a game and then we hear like nothing about it for like 6, 7, 8 months. I mean, they revealed Persona 5 with that PV trailer like what, back in February, and we've heard like something. We've heard birds chirping about Persona 5, I think that's the case. And obviously we know the reasons why. They don't want to overload us with information for a game. They want to save it for certain events. Yes, 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 we all know the deal. But a lot of people on the internet have been, I guess, kind of concerned, considering we haven't heard much about it. They're concerned that Persona 5 is the possibility of getting delayed into 2016. That was a weird little I just did. All this concern pretty much started from the financial report from SEGA Sammy, of course the parent company of SEGA and Atlus, the guys who work on the Shin Megami Tensei series. And in the listing, they were talking about all their games coming out in the next couple months in the years 2015, 2016, all that stuff. And more specifically, they talked a lot about the games that are releasing in the 2015-2016 financial window. And Persona 5, amongst other games, was in that window. This has prompted a lot of people to think that the game might possibly be delayed into next year, and it's still coming out provided it hits anything before March 31st, 2016, which is when the financial period ends. I know a lot of people want to believe this, considering there are a lot of, you know, facts, considering they haven't talked much about the game, they haven't said anything about it. But to be honest guys, when it comes to all these rumors and speculations about release dates and everything, I'm just gonna wait to hear what Atlus has to say. As much validity as there is, I don't think that they're really going to honestly delay Persona 5 into next year. There's so much riding on that game, it is not even funny. They announced this game so long ago, we've gone years without knowing anything about it. So seriously man, like this game just has to come out this year. It has to. I mean, what are we gonna freaking play on the PS4 this fall, man, if there's no Persona 5? I'm gonna wait to E3 because I think there's a chance the game is gonna be there, and I'm just gonna wait to hear what they have to say. I don't want to speculate and say the game is definitely delayed. I'm actually gonna be doing a video on video game delays. That's gonna be coming out later this week. I hope you guys check that out, but I think we just all need to calm down for a bit. Just calm down with the whole Persona 5 thing and just wait to hear what they have to say. I hope not, but like I said, we shall see. Anyway, that wraps up all the news stories for this week's vlog. My name is NGS. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this. If there are any other news articles in particular relating to anime, manga, video games that you want me to discuss at great length, make sure you follow me on Twitter and Facebook and send me the links, and I will give my thoughts and opinions on it on next week's vlog. From me to you for now, I'm NGS signing out, and like always, I will catch you guys later.